Joran's bumhole. It's me, Bimblin Bloodaxe of the Lonely Mountain. Join me here in my Lord of the Rings online playthrough as I help the Free Peoples banish the shadows of Angmar from Eriador. Brilliant. Alright, so here we are. Just moved on from Mincham's camp, come to Amon Wraith because it just gets us a bit nearer to where we want to go. And it's a bit grim in Middle-earth today. It's thunder and lightning. It's we'll have to be careful. Right. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to Minas Vrun, and we're going to pick up that founding stone that we know is here. It's up near that statue that kicked off the X marks the spot quests. So up we go. And we'll just collect it. There it is over there. That's all the boas. There it is, founding stone. The monument's face is inscribed with faded words. Henoth Rune, established in the first year of the reign of Arafor, son of Arvaleg. Folk shall gather where commerce thrives. So obviously this was some sort of like market town. This was probably where all the stalls were and everything. We'll pick up this broken urn, because why not? Coolness. And we'll head off to Orthon. I think we've got a couple of quests to turn in for him. And also he's at Ostlagoras, which we know also has a founding stone. So we'll pick that up at the same time. So past Nathan Hodges' farm. Let's head down and across the river. What a bloody miserable day it is. Look at it. This is exactly what it's like in Manchester right now. It's pretty much always like this in Manchester, but it's, yes, it's just miserable and grim. It's grim up north. So down we go. Over to Orthon. And turn his herbs in. Whoop. Oh, we've got to talk to him about that Gilmar as well. Gilmar's worried about his farm bequest. Oh, here's Orthon. Herbs and simples.
Greetings to you.
Ah, what a pleasant surprise. I do have a great fondness for herb lore. Thank you for this gift, Bimblin. We'll take the great Athalius.
Greetings
Essences.
to you.
Heritage of Gilmar. Herbs, plants and animals I know well. Ask me the names of all the kings of Arnor and Gondor and I can tell you. Of Gilmar's forebear I know naught. You are a friend of the Rangers, and if you do not know of it already, you should learn that my kindred dwell in some ruins to the east of Gatson's farm. Esteldin we call it. Estuinen, a kinswoman of mine, keeps watch over the archives there. She may be able to help you, so we're going back that way anyway, so no big deal. But that's him sorted out. I remember last time that I couldn't count a couple of things. I was talking about those founding stones. I says, oh, the last one will just be down here. And obviously, couldn't count because I'd only mentioned 4. So there is one over at Malunin, near there. The other one is over here. We haven't actually been to these ruins yet, but we will. And there is another one there. But we'll wait till we get sent in that direction, which we will, because it's part of the heroic quest. The main quest line. So let's get back to the road anyway. Back to the road! So we've got a few things to turn in. What I might do... No, I won't yet. I was thinking about going and picking up the Maluanin Founding Stone, because I'm not sure whether we get sent in that direction again. But if we go to Esteldin, I can always use the stable master, and that'll quicken it up. Let's just pick these up. As I previously mentioned, I'm making an absolute fortune on this. Up to 176 gold now. Just by selling gold ore, rich iron ore and yew wood. So it's well worth picking them up. Even if you don't do the crafting, just sell the raw material. You'll get a lot of cash for it, and it always comes in useful. In fact, I'm due some new armour, I think. So I'll have to go on the auction house, see if I can find some more blue level armour nearest to my level. Well, I'll do that off camera. Past the skirmish camp that I didn't know was there. Back into Esteldin. Got a few to oh, I'm an idiot. I didn't do the founding stone near Hawthorne, did I? I'll do it off camera. You know where it is. It's Oslagaros. So sorry about that. Bloody fancy forgetting that. I went all the way there to do it. As well as turn those quests in. What a moron. Okay, Spider Queen.
How can I be of service?
You have done well, Bimblin. The death of the Spider Queen should throw the entire lair into disarray. Schnell.
What can I do for you?
Wargslayer. Well done. If only there were more of us in Esteldin, we rangers could deal with such creatures ourselves. But all our attention is, by necessity, consumed by the Orc army. Your work is allowing us to gather our forces to deal with the greater threat. There we go. And, ooh, Wargslayer. Nice. We got the spider gems, didn't we? So we can turn them in to hold you.
What can I do for you?
Indeed, these are the gems. Thank you so much for your help. I must give you a small reward for your courage. Thank you, Holger. Very nice. And there's some... Oh, he's got another quest.
Could I speak with you a moment?
I hear that Istuanin is looking for aid with the task. Will you speak with her, Bimblin? She can generally be found further within Esteldin. Yes, we know where she is. We'll do that. We've got to turn in a couple of quests to her anyway. And we've got to speak to Halberad as well. Stuanin, caught in the wake.
Why do you seek me?
I have a favour to ask of you. Just east from Esteldin and to the north along the base of the hills surrounding this hidden fort, you will find an Earthkid camp. The denizens there are of the Suri Elema tribe, our friends. We must make sure they know of our efforts on their behalf. Will you take this letter to Asiko, their chieftain? It may be he will openly declare an alliance with my people, which can only serve to strengthen our position in the North Downs. We'll do that. We've got to see him anyway. And Heritage of
Make
Gilmar.
your request with haste.
Bardulf Gilmar. The name rings familiar. If it was Eonor, then Prince of Gondor, who granted this land to Bardulf Gilmar, as you say, then it may have been for some deed during Eärnur's battle with Angmar at Fornost. Our archive does possess the remnant of a chronicle of the Battle of Fornost. I will make a fair copy of the pages related to your search for you to carry away with you. So we've got to go back to... Actually, we'll go and get that founding stone when we go back to Gatston's farm. It's not far from there. First of all, we'll have a chat with good old Halbarad.
What do you need?
Fallen once more. I suppose we can be thankful that we are no longer as ignorant of the enemy's plans as once we were. Yet the question of how we will face this threat looms over us all. The peoples of the North Downs must be called together for a council to deal with this threat. There is much to do, and much I will ask of you in the days ahead, if you are willing. Right, so part 1 of 3. So book 3, chapter 4 is
Might I take a moment of your
a
time?
call to something. We will need the might of the Dwarves of Othrikar if we are to face the threat of Angmar. The Dwarves there are good Longbeards, but they have long been put to the task by the Dourhans. When the Dourhans showed their true loyalties, the Longbeards drove them out of Othrikar. Yet they are still hard pressed by the Dourhans, and only recently has one of Durin's folk from Erebor, Dorry, come to aid them. It will not be easy to convince them to lend their strength to the council, but you must try. Travel to Othrikar and speak with Dorry. If you cannot find Dorry for some reason, speak to a dwarf named Hanar. It is he who leads the Longbeards of Othrikar. So that's 1. Chapter
Could
5.
I speak with you a moment?
After that is, to the south of Esteldin there stands a small refuge of the Elves. Many long years have the Elves dwelt there. However, in recent days most of the Elves left the glade. What is worse, I have heard that those few that remained were slain by stone trolls from the north. It is an irony that Gildor Inglorian, an elf lord of Rivendell, was coming to give word of the enemy's movements, but arrived too late to save those who remained. He should be called to the council, but I fear that he will be too consumed by the desire to protect both the glade and his people from their rage. It will be your task to go to Lingiliath and convince Gildor to come to the council. Yes, we could do that. So we will go in that direction, so that's okay. Part 1.
Would you do something for me?
But part 1 of 3, chapter 6. Of all those that have suffered in the North Downs, it is perhaps the people of Trestlebridge who have suffered the most. They have stood firm against all orc attacks, but their own numbers are dwindling. In fact, the mayor of the town, Lovell Boskins, was recently slain, and his daughter Nellie now leads the people there. I would ask you to go to Trestlebridge and speak with Nellie. We will need her leadership at the council. I will give you a word of warning. Although her people have the most to gain from coming, Nellie will be the hardest to convince. The constant attacks will block all thoughts of anything but dealing with the immediate threat. Okay, so we've picked all those up. So it's dwarfs first, then the elves, and then the men of Trestlebridge. Okay. And blimey. Is her again? No. Oh, no. It's we'll be going in there at some point, I think. Yes. Not quite yet. We will be going in there at some point, I believe. Okay, right. I don't think there's anything this way. So let's get back on our horse. I think what we can do is we can do Othrikar, and we can do not Esteldin, we can do Lingiliath. I think we'll do those. And then just before we do Trestlebridge, we'll call it a day, I think. Right, so I've got to do Gilmar. That's it. But I know a way. I know a way I can do that. Right, we'll go to Othrikar first. Right, so we'll go on the horse. I'll see you at Othrakar in but a moment. And here we are at Othrakar. So let's go and see Hanar. I think he's in the corner over here. There he is.
What do you want?
You see, Dorry. Alas, Dorry has been captured by the Dower Hands. An envoy of the traitors just left and said if we did not turn over the mines to them, Dorry would be killed.
Come and stay a moment.
A council of the Free Peoples? How could we give thought to a council with Dorry gone? 'Twas only with Dorry's arrival and the hoard of gems he brought that hope began to creep back into our hearts. But Dorry has been captured, the gems lost, and all hope is stolen away. If those men, those rangers, wish to have the help of the Dwarves of Othrakar, then Dorry must be freed. You, if you are the Rangers' envoy, must do this, if you desire our presence at this council. Dorry is likely being held in the Dower Hands camp to the west of Othrakar. Free Dorry and escort him to safety. Once he is free, we will make our decision regarding this council of yours. No problem. We'll do that. And obviously, those ruins that are pointed out, that's where they're keeping him. So I will show you where these ruins are. I think we can get up this way. Sort of got to get down here. Even that's a bit steep, I think, for good old Stout Heart. So try and find where it's a little less steep. Like here. There we go. Don't want to sprain anyone's ankles. Right, so we just head this way. Can avoid these clowns. The greyed out. And this is Osgalamar. And obviously that's part of a deed. And I will show you where... There it is. There's the founding stone. So we'll pick that up. The monument's face is inscribed with faded words. Carnaglin. Founded in the name of Malvergil, King of Arthedain. The skill of Thorhador the dwarf and his kindred was this town built. United in purpose, may dwarves and men be ever bonded in friendship. So I've completed that. I'm going to take this antique vase as well. And, okay, so where's Dorry? Let's go past all these clowns. We'll be killing plenty of them in a moment. Dorry is just around the corner here. And he's in there. But what I'm going to do, I'm just going to kill these. Because I don't want them bothering me. As I let him out. As it is, I imagine we're going to get attacked as soon as I do let him out anyway. Here's Dorry.
What do you want?
Well, it's about time. Those Dower Hands took the hoard of gems I brought. We've got to get them back. Othrakar is depending on them. Come on now, before the Dower Hands get suspicious. Go on, Dorry. While he's messing about, kill this guy. So we're going to get attacked by everybody. Gem thief. Supply crate. Let's be off indeed. Not before. I saw a little chest here. Wonder what this is about. Using that has no effect. So probably some other bloody quests that I've missed. No doubt. Oh well. Hang on, Dory. Getting yourself in trouble. Is that everybody? Is that everybody? No. Sucrabane. Another dude over here. Bloody hell. He don't want us to go all the way back to Othrakar. That's the spirit, Dory. Come to your death, our hands. Another one. Right. Yay! Right, you can make it back to Othrakar from here. We'll go this way. Cut through up here. Turn this quest in. Try to remember. I think we came down here, didn't we? Should be able to get back up this way. Yes, we can. Coolness. Down here to Hannah. It's a little corner. There he is.
What do you want?
You've done a great thing for the Dwarves of Othrakar this day. Dory arrived not long before you and is resting inside, but he told us of your valiant rescue. We are at your service. So, take those.
Come and stay a moment.
Before he retired, I told Dory of your message about this Council of Estaldin. He recommended that we should go, and I agree with him. The Dwarves shall lend their might to this council and free all of the North Downs from the clutches of the enemy. Go now and tell the Rangers we shall come. Awesome, that's that sorted out. First of all, because I was an idiot before, we are going to try and get down here. Boop. And ooh, sold something else. Awesome. Our money rolling in. We're quickly going to go back to Orthon because he's not far from here. Because I forgot to do that bloody founding stone. Because I'm a muppet. And then, but as soon as we've done that, we can head for Maluinin via Gatson's farm. So we can give Gilmar the good news. His great granddaddy was an actual hero, and that's why he got the farm. If I can remember where I saw that founding stone. Was it up here? Yes, it was up here. The monument's face is inscribed with faded words. Duintham. Founded in the year 1249 of the Third Age. At this place did King Celebrimbor establish the town of Duintham, that his people might cultivate the land and feed the people of his realm. Super. Done that, so we'll get back to the road. And Gilmar. There he is. He's near the windmill. Excuse me.
It's all that dwarven talk. It tickles my throat.
Right. Gilmar.
What do you need?
So it was a good deed before Bear did, and I know just what I'll do with his land. Me and Mr. Gatson talked about it while you were gone away to see them rangers. We'll be partners, we will. We'll hire some hands and work both farms soon as we finish clearing out them orcs and such. Thank ye for helping hand. Don't mention it, Gilmar. Pleasure to help. Right, let's go to Maluinin. Get Gildor on board. Woohoo! Probably have to do a little quest for him, I would imagine. Oh, I've actually mentioned this landscape soldier thing here. You know, just under Bimblin's portrait here. I think I've mentioned it, but not this. You see the red flash on it? Like it's got 2 zeros and a red flash next to it. That means that we can actually have our herbalist with us. While that red flash is there, it means it's available. And if that 0 and 0 had an actual number, that'd be the amount of time that the herbalist would stay with us. But if that red flash ever disappears, then it means the herbalist isn't allowed to be with you in that particular location. So it may go away now when we go into Maluanin. It certainly goes away if we go into Estildin. Maluanin might be okay, because it's not a major quest hub. No, it's still here. Gildor's in here. Keep an eye on it when we go into here. It may go away when we actually enter this room to talk to Gildor. Oh no, it's still there.
How can I be of service?
Greetings. I wish I could extend you a warmer welcome, but these are dark times for the elves. The shadow of the enemy has grown long, longer than perhaps any had thought, and the elves of Lingiliath have paid the price for our complacency.
Will you lend me your ear?
This council of Estildin, I wish that I could simply commit to such an endeavour, but it is not so simple. Many of my people are nearly overcome with grief and anger at what happened here, and the threats against Lingiliath are not yet dealt with. Our scouts tell me that the orcs in Namwathran are planning to move against us soon. The scouts say that these orcs are being led by a great Uruk of Angmar named Drukorth, who camps within the deepest parts of Namwathran. We've killed him once, and remember where he is, and we'll kill him again. Perhaps if this Uruk was slain, Lingiliath would be protected enough for me to come to your council. It is a heavy burden, but I would task you with this, if you remain of stout heart. The Uruk is a mighty foe, and so you should not attempt to confront him on your own. If you must, then use the strength of this elf stone to find strength to prevail from deep within yourself. I won't need it, mate. Already killed him once. I'll do it again. Okay. And I think we'll be quite lucky in that everything's greyed out, so we won't have to particularly fight our way in or out. Just find him, kill him, and then we can come back. Just before we do that, however, we'll go down here. We went to this place a few episodes ago. See the ruin down here? And this is another one of those 5 towns. But it does have the final founding stone that we want. So we may as well collect it now. Ah, damn it. I think it's on that bandstand over to the back there. Ooh, an artifact. So here's the final founding stone we want. The face of this monument is marred by what appear to be large tooth marks, as if several man-like creatures decided to gnaw upon the stone. Though most of the writing has been destroyed, you can discern the words Ost Ardulin at the top of the monument, and at the bottom the phrase that we might retreat from our cares and take solace from such beauty. Brilliant. So we found all those. Just need to go back to Istuin. So that's that one done. Let's leg it into Nathwethrin. Kill this orc again. Back to Gildor. And then we're just ready for the Trestle Bridge part of the quest. The main quest. And we'll do that next time. Let's get on Stoutheart. If you remember when we were doing Namwathran, we did actually come down the pass that we're going to have to go up to now. I came to the bottom of it and I went, oh, there's Maluanin. We don't want to come this way. But it does mean we've got a bit of a shortcut to get back into Namwathran, which is good. I think it's just round here. It's just round here. There it is. There it is. And this time we can just ignore all these. Oh. They've got little grey quest rings over the heads again. But we've already done it. It's a repeatable quest. So when we last did Namwathran, you know, we had to kill so many of each. That's all these are. So I'm not going to do them again. We've already done them the first time we were here. However, you guys, feel free to do them again. Because obviously it's... what's the word? It's more... It's just more reputation and more experience and what have you. So they're well worth doing again. I'm just not doing them because... why do the same thing again when I'm doing a video of it? Come this way. Down here, this is where the siege engines were that we destroyed. And to get to where this bad boy is, come up here, if I remember. He's nowhere near here. How weird's that? We don't need the Elfstone's power, but yeah, again, Warg Pens. We've already done this. It's just a repeatable quest that we're going to ignore. I think we actually go quite close to the Warg Pens. Yes, they'll be on our left-hand side as we go through this gate. The Warg Pens are all up there. We're not doing the Warg Pens. There it is. There's the big tent. So we're going to go up here, and that's where this Uruk that we've got to kill is. As mentioned, quite fortunate. We're over leveled, so we don't have to fight our way in. So this is going to be quite quick. And we've killed him once anyway, haven't we, really? So that'll be him there. There he is, yeah. Shouldn't take us too long, and then we can ride all the way back. Oh, actually, it's a bit of a tough nut. Get out the stun. May as well get the artifacts while we're here. Okay, back to Gildor. You saw the way I came in, so I'll cut this out and I'll meet you back at Lingiliath in a bit. And here we are, Lingiliath. Let's go and see good old Gildor.
Megovanen.
Ah, you have done it. We heard the wails of the orcs from here. You have seen to the safety of Lingiliath, Bimblin, and for this you have my thanks.
Stay a
Take
moment.
that. With the Uruk Drakarth slain, the threat of the orcs is lessened, and I am free to come to the council of Esteldin. You should bring word to Halbarad that we shall attend him, and that we will arrive soon. Your brave deeds may yet prove a strong foundation for our defence. Awesome. Alright, so out we come. Now, last person we've got to speak to is Nelly. So, I'll use the stable master, and I'll do a quick trip to Trestlebridge, and we'll start there next time. But I'll see you in Trestlebridge in a minute. And here we are coming into... What's that? Hang on. I'll check something out. Something just caught my eye there. Could be nothing. Could be nothing, but let's have a look. Strange chicken nest. What's this? You must have the quest free range. Wait. Oh, you know what that might be? I'm not sure. Anybody who knows, let me know. But that might be to do with, remember Samson's farm? Back in the day, in the Shire, and it had those weird chicken quests. where you become a chicken. It might have something to do with that. First time I've spotted that. Right, anyway. We are now back in Trestlebridge. I've got to speak to Nellie Boskins, but we'll do that next episode. Because I believe she's a bit of a pain in the ass. So anyway, this is a house. Right, Dave. So we shall leave it here, I think, for this episode of Bimblin Bloodaxe, Blade of Renown. And we'll carry on with the Nellie Boskins quest next time. Until then, this is me, Catweasel, saying toodaloo. Flip 'em off, Bimblin. Flip 'em off. Whee! I'll see you next time.